So this is where we left off. I was going to review these problems and then I put some negative signs in them. So it's important to disregard like all of the decimal points going on here when it comes to the sign and the calculation. Because when I look at this, I'm adding two different signs. Well, what happens when you add two different signs? You subtract, get 4.2 because we're lining up those decimals, and take the sign of the bigger number. So I'm using rules of decimals to line them up when I subtract, and I'm using rules of integers to take the sign of the bigger number after I subtract. So that would be the answer to that question. This one, I have a minus sign. I'm going to change it to plus negative. And when I do that right there, now I see I'm adding the same sign. Well, what do you do when you have the same sign of any numbers in decimals? We line them up and we add. So if there was a 0 there, it wouldn't matter. But now I'm adding two negatives, so I add and keep the sign. So that would be the answer to that one. In here, if I was estimating, 7 times 3 is 21. 7 times negative 3 is negative 21, so it's going to be close to that. But rules of decimals, you do not have to line them up. In fact, my estimate of 21 is helping me know where to put the decimal. 15, 12, 13, 9, 10, 35, 28, 31, 21, 24, 5, 8, 1, 5, 2. What's close to 21 if I put it there? So I'm going to double check my calculation. 13, 10, 0, 35, 31, and 24. Yep. So the answer would be positive times negative is a negative. So again, we're putting together rules of decimals with rules of integers. And the last one, if I went 8.2 negative divided by 0.4, well, remember, powers of 10, this whole problem will stay intact if this one moves. Remember, this one's always got to be a whole number. If this one moves one space to be a whole number, then this one moves one space, because what you do here, you have to do there. And then it comes up, right? And so now 4 goes into 8 twice. Bring down the 2. 4 does not go into 2. So I'm going to add a 0 and bring it down. 4 goes into 25 times. A negative divided by a positive is a negative.